Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Rainy Lamb, and I know what you're probably thinking, new scenery. This is just another corner of my room. I'm just trying it out to see if I like the angles, and maybe I might make this a semi-permanent filming location. Anyway, I'm here to do a tag. I've already filmed this tag before. It was quite grainy though because I did film at 10 o'clock at night, so I decided to film it with better light. Before I get into the specifics of the tag, I just want to update you. I am still rereading the 6th book in the Pretty Liars series, Killer by Sarah Shepard, and I moved up to page 118. I'm not sure if I moved up any more than I did prior to my last Baba Back to Me, but I'm hoping to finish it soon because I want to read at least 2 books this month. It's been pretty hectic. I've had a lot of homework and I've had a lot of reading. That's probably first school, so it's kind of made me, like, my eyes are tired. I just don't want to have to concentrate. That's what's been happening. Anyway, once again, already filmed this. Is the Reading Habits tag. I'm not sure who the original tag creator was. I'll try to figure that out. But I saw Beth June 327's video and was inspired to do this tag. So let's get into it because it might be pretty long. I'm reading this off my phone, so if I look down or over, that's what I'm looking at. So question number 1. Do you have a certain place at home for reading? No, I don't have a certain place at home, but I have a few certain places I like to sit. I like to sit in the summertime outside on the deck, besides when there's bees, so mostly at nighttime around 7, 8 o'clock. I can sit in my room. Everybody in my house expects me to always congregate and read in here, but I don't like reading in here as much. But now that I have a chair, which you might be able to see behind me, it's going to be a little bit better, I think, for reading in here. And I like reading in my living room or kitchen. 2. Bookmark or random piece of paper. I'd have to say bookmark and random piece of paper I've both used. Random piece of paper is mostly been like either a random photograph or like a receipt until I can find my bookmark. Usually the only bookmarks I really like using are the free ones you get with Chapters Indigo when they have promotions. They're like, buy online. I like those free bookmarks. I never lose them for ever. I lose whenever I buy them specifically to bookmark my books. I lose them, so yeah. And I've recently started using a bookmark. I used to just remember the page numbers, but considering I haven't really been reading that often, it's pretty good. I started using a bookmark because I probably completely forget where I was. By the way, quick side fact, if I'm squinting, it's a little sunny, so yeah, I might be squinting a little in this video. 3. Can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter or a certain number of pages? I have 2 basically kind of like requirements. I do 1, if I can't get to the chapter because it's too far away and I have a commitment I have to get to, I will stop reading. I'll flip the page and I'll stop reading after I read the first paragraph at the top of the page. 4. Do you eat or drink while reading? Yes, sometimes. If I'm going to eat, I eat either something small like jelly beans or Junior Mints or something, and I usually eat 1 per page. Maybe for a chapter or something. I don't excessively eat while I read because I find that really annoying, and I could read for a long time, so I'd eat a lot. So yeah, so I just read for maybe 1 or 2 chapters and eat. For having something to drink while reading, I either have my water in my little cup with the straw. I don't know what they're called, tumbler cups maybe? Tumbler? I'm not sure. Or I have chocolate or strawberry milk, and my basically thing when I do with this is I take a sip of it every time I finish a page. I take a sip of it, but I have to be quicker now because my milk will go warm, and that's not yummy. 5. Do you watch TV or listen to music while reading? I can't watch TV or listen to music while reading because I get completely distracted. I wouldn't be able to focus. Basically the only thing I can listen to while reading, if there's so much noise in my house I can't concentrate, I'll put on my Downton Abbey classical album, and that will help, but sometimes that can even be distracting. 6. 1 book at a time or several at once? I used to read lots at once, but now I found it's easier for me to just concentrate on one. But if I have a school book to read and a reading book for fun, that's when I'd read several at once. 7. Reading at home or everywhere? Usually I'm one who'd read everywhere. I can read and walk. I can read in the car. I just bring my books everywhere. But lately I haven't been bringing my books because of carrying my backpack around from building to building. It'd get quite heavy on my back, so I've opted to leave it at home for right now, but soon I'll be bringing my books. And when I have a day where I don't have very many books I have to bring, I usually bring a book along. 8, reading out loud or silently in your head. I do both. I have this little thing sometimes I do with certain books. My first, like, it goes into 5 chapter increments. The first chapter, I will read the first paragraph of every page. The second chapter, I will read whoever, like, when the characters talk, whoever talks first, read that part. Third, if it's like a book like Pretty Little Liars where there's a different narrator each chapter, I'll read the narrator's words that they say to others. Fourth, I will read and walk around the table to a certain point and then go backwards. And 5, I will read in my head, which is kind of confusing, but that's what I do. 9, do you ever read ahead or skip pages? I never read ahead or skip pages because honestly, what would be the point of finishing the book? But what I do mostly is if I'm reading a book, for example, I was just reading The Spectacular Now by Tim Tharp. There's a review up, by the way. And I, like, when I'm reading it, I would go back every, like, not 100, but like 70 pages. So I read the back of the book, then I watch the trailer and do that. I don't know if that really counts as cheating, though, because I don't even know what's happening. 10, breaking the spine or keeping it, like, new. I like to keep my books, like, new because they look prettier on the shelf, and I want to be able to read them many times over, and I don't want to ruin them. I also have a strict policy about this when I lend out books. Yeah. 11, do you write in your books? There's only been one book I wrote in because I have 2 copies of it, and it's just I underlined one thing. It was a quote that I really liked. I do not know where the book went, though. It's somewhere, I think, on the bottom part of my shelf that's double stacked. So I can't find it right now, but yeah. That's basically it. So this is the reading habits tag, and hopefully next weekend I'll have a book review for you guys. Fingers crossed. Anyway, thanks guys. I really appreciate you guys for sticking around and being supportive of my reading slackerness, and thanks for watching.